At sunset, the wind returned to Zamara. It rushed through the village, lifting dust and fear together. Fires flickered. Elders paused. Beneath the acacia tree, Nia felt the air tighten around her chest. This wind carried memory. Far away, on a broken road, Tay stopped walking. The drum on his back pulsed once, alive. 7 years of distance shattered in that single beat. Clouds gathered too fast. Thunder whispered. Children clung to shadows. The land was listening again. Nia turned toward the horizon. Someone was coming home. And the wind was not welcoming him. It was warning the village. Night settled over Zamara like a held breath. The wind circled the village, restless and sharp. Nia stood beneath the acacia tree, feeling the air press against her skin. This was no ordinary storm, it was a call. At the edge of the village, Tay stepped onto the red soil. The drum on his back began to beat softly, without his touch. Boom! Boom! Each sound pulled memories from the dark. Fire, rain, a brother lost to the wind. Elders emerged, faces pale. The drum has awakened, one whispered. Lightning cracked the sky. The storm did not move closer. It waited. Rain fell heavy over Zamara. The wind howled through the village, no longer whispering but demanding. Nia felt its anger wrap around her bones. This storm carried a truth meant to break someone. Tay dropped the drum to the ground. His hands trembled. He had sworn never to play again. The last beat had stolen his brother and shattered the night. Lightning split the sky. For a heartbeat, a shadow moved inside the storm. Human waiting. Nia gasped. The wind had not taken Tay's brother. It had kept him. And now it wanted a price. The elders formed a circle as the wind screamed around Zamara. The storm never gives without taking, the oldest one warned. A life must answer a life. Tay stepped forward, chest tight. If the wind wanted payment, he would give himself. The drum trembled at his feet, hungry. But Nia raised her hand. No, she said, her voice steady. The wind chose 3 souls, not one. The air froze. Thunder rolled low, uncertain. The storm hesitated, as if listening. Somewhere inside the wind, a voice cried out, familiar, broken. The price had been named, and Zamara was about to learn who the wind would claim. The wind tore through Zamara, rattling huts and lifting dust like restless spirits. Tay held the drum close, its low hum matching the rhythm of his racing heart. He knew the shadow he had glimpsed wasn't just a memory. It was alive, waiting for him. Nia ran to his side, feeling the storm pull at her soul. It wants him, the one taken, she whispered. Lightning flashed, revealing a dark figure at the horizon, moving against the wind. The village froze. Every eye followed the shadow. And for the first time in 7 years, Tay realized the storm had a face. The shadow moved closer, and Zamara trembled under the storm's roar. Tay stepped forward, heart pounding. His brother? Could it really be him? The drum vibrated violently, as if warning him. Some doors, once opened, cannot be closed. Nia grabbed his arm. Be careful. The wind is not just testing you, it's judging. Lightning revealed a familiar face, twisted by time and storm. Not all that was lost had returned whole. The wind screamed, splitting the village with its fury. Tay understood. The storm had a choice, and soon he would have to answer it. The shadow stopped at the edge of the village. Tay's knees shook, but he stood tall. "I know you," he said, voice trembling. "You are my brother." The figure hesitated, eyes dark and storm-tossed. The wind roared around them, circling like a predator. Nia stepped forward, holding her hands out. "The wind chose 3 souls," she said. "You must decide, bring him back or save Zamara." Lightning struck closer, illuminating twisted roots and flying debris. Time slowed. The drum thumped on its own, counting each heartbeat. Tay realized the choice was not just his. It was the village's too. The wind screamed louder than ever, tearing through Zamara. Tay's brother stepped forward, his eyes storm-dark, silent. The village watched, frozen, knowing what was coming. Nia shouted over the roar, "You can't let the wind decide for you." The drum vibrated violently, booming like a heartbeat of the earth. Each strike was a demand, a warning. Tay's hands shook. One choice could save his brother, but doom the village. Lightning split the sky, revealing every frightened face in Zamara. The storm waited. The final decision was his. Tay lifted the drum, trembling. He knew the wind demanded a soul, yet his heart refused to choose between blood and village. Nia held his gaze. "Listen to the wind, not with fear, but with your heart," she urged. The shadow of his brother stepped closer. His eyes, dark and silent, pleaded without words. Tay struck the drum. One booming pulse echoed through Zamara. The storm froze midair. Wind stilled. Lightning held in a suspended flash. A voice rolled through the silence, angry, ancient, yet merciful. The wind had decided. The village waited, breathless. And Tay's choice would either heal or destroy. Tay's final drumbeat echoed like a heartbeat through Zamara. The shadow of his brother paused, then slowly smiled. Whole, free from the storm's grip. The wind howled once more, then softened, folding gently into the village. Nia exhaled, relief flooding her. Children ran into the streets, laughing through raindrops. Elders bowed their heads, whispering thanks to the unseen forces that had spared them. Tay lowered the drum, his hands trembling. The choice had been his, yet the wind had guided the outcome. In the golden light of dawn, Zamara stood alive, breathing and whole. And the wind finally whispered a gentle farewell.